Crime is the lowest in the last 5 decades in the city because of a few reasons. The first is our relationship with the community has gotten a lot better than it was, our community engagement.
Well, 2 individuals we were speaking with and trying to help mediate conflict that had been taking place for a number of years with them. They actually had the same children's mother. And these individuals had shot each other numerous of times, and then one of them had actually lost a limb. And we were able to, sit down through a period of time and bring them to the table and resolve that situation.
The Newark Community Street Team is the mayor's community-based public safety initiative. We operate through the frame that violence is a public health issue, and that one of the reasons why there's been so much violence in neighborhoods like the South and the West Ward, because over the past 50 years, there's literally been a neglect of investment in people and in infrastructure in these communities. We do this work in 3, I would say, specific areas. We have a high-risk intervention team that intervenes in individual and group gang conflicts to mediate them to a peaceful outcome. We have a team of individuals who act as mentors, and we do case management through that model. They provide safe passage at around 9 schools in Newark. We make sure that our kids go to school and come home safely. We employ credible messengers in the neighborhood, so ex-gang members, ex-convicts, ex-drug dealers, folks who have lived the lifestyle and who have changed their lives for the better and want to contribute to making the city a positive place to live.
One of the things I do is Safe Passage. During Safe Passage, we like to make sure that the students get to and from school safely. Once I got to Safe Passage about 7:30 in the morning, there was a car accident that happened just moments prior. We later found out that it was from a stolen vehicle that crashed into the intersection of a home. And during that time, once I arrived, I noticed that the car burst into flames, where I had to exit my vehicle and assist the children who were in the middle of the intersection to help them navigate through the crime scene, where the police officers were able to do their work and we were able to assist them to get to school safely.
Every other week, the Newark Community Street Team runs the South Ward Public Safety Roundtable. The whole street team participates, as well as the Newark Police Division, residents of the neighborhood, and stakeholders throughout the community. And we get together and we talk about public safety problems in the neighborhood. We strategize on solutions, and then the following week, we report back on the progress that we've made. If a neighbor has identified that there's some activity on their block or on their corner and they want the street team to help them, then we'll often do a community walk or go out and engage with the individuals in that area who are part of the problem.
I'm a trauma specialist, and so I work with the Special Victims Unit at times when they have victims that need additional resources and services. I help at the Shani Baraka Women's Resource Center as a trauma specialist for women that's been victims of domestic violence or sexual assault or any type of trauma that they have been affected by. I go into the homes, I go into the community, meeting them wherever they are, and so I assess the level of need. And so many of them sometimes need just basic food, clothing, shelter kinds of items, and then some of them may need follow-up on their police reports. Some of them may have to go to court if they've been victimized and they need support in court. We have a West Ward Victims Outreach program that's out of the health department. And so we work with male survivors of violence that's been victims of crime between the ages of 18 and 30. So we know that once men or males are victimized, they don't necessarily have access to resources. And so we connect them to resources.
It all starts from the community engagement. We have a better understanding between the community and the police department. So for 2017 to 2018, we had 1,400 less victims. We had a 4% reduction in homicide. We had a 35% reduction in robberies. We had a 30% reduction in shootings. We had a reduction in auto theft. So when you look at all our crimes, you're talking 1,400 less victims. We added 2 new precincts in the city. First time in over 70 years that we added precincts in the west side of the city and in the north side of the city. And plus the hiring of 500 officers over the last 5 years with a net gain of about 180 gives us the leverage to put these officers in areas that have the propensity for violence. That's the reason why we had a significant drop in crime and a safer city in 2018.